Zimbabwe. The court, High Court in South Africa, have actually granted the authorities in Zimbabwe their wish, that is to forfeit the properties belonging to Marry Mubaiwa. Marry Mubaiwa is the former wife of retired General Chiwenga, who attempted to kill retired General Chiwenga, according to the information that has come in through a court case involving retired General Chiwenga, including his former wife. What does this mean then to Marry Mubaiwa? It means she loses her properties. It remains to be seen exactly who will take those particular properties, on whether it's the government of South Africa or retired General Chiwenga. But this may be seen as a score, especially to retired General Chiwenga. Is simply to score, on these matters, especially in his fight with his former wife. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Let me read a statement by the National Prosecuting Authority of Zimbabwe. The heading written: Marry Mubaiwa forfeiture order by Gauteng High Court, South Africa. And it reads as follows: the National Prosecuting Authority of Zimbabwe, NPAZ, wishes to acknowledge and commend the recent ruling handed down by the High Court of South Africa, Gauteng Division, Pretoria, under case number 6435/22, in which a forfeiture order was granted against assets belonging to Mrs. Marry Mubaiwa, a Zimbabwean national and a person of interest in the ongoing criminal investigations. The court order issued on 5 December 2022 by Honorable, it was issued on 5 December 2022 by Honorable Justice J.J. Stridom, declared the following properties forfeited to the South African state in terms of Section 48 of the Prevention of Organized Crime Act. So it's gonna go to the state of South Africa, not to Chiwenga. Poker Act 121 of 1998, ERF 191. Sterrenwag Extension 3, a luxury immovable property in Pretoria, two Land Rover Ranger, two Land Rover Range Rovers, bearing registration number HJ40 JNGP and HX61 SGGP, respectively. These assets previously placed under a preservation order on 9 February 2022 were linked to the alleged proceeds of unlawful activity, including money laundering and illicit financial flows. The High Court ordered that the said properties be placed under custody of an auctioneer, with proceeds of the public sale to be directed towards compensating the victims of the offense. One of the forfeited vehicles was recently auctioned in the proceeds, set to be transferred to the victim. So the money will go to Chiwenga, I think, according to this statement. The National Prosecuting Authority of Zimbabwe views this case as a landmark demonstration of the strength and efficacy of cross-border legal cooperation within the Southern African Development Community. The outcome reflects the enduring partnership between the NPA of South Africa and its Zimbabwean counterpart in addressing transnational financial crimes and the recovery of proceeds of crime. The forfeiture action aligns with our shared obligations under international and regional instruments, including the United Nations Convention Against Corruption and the SADC Protocol Against Corruption, which emphasize mutual legal assistance, asset tracing, and the confiscation of illicit assets. On behalf of the National Prosecuting Authority of Zimbabwe, we wish to express our appreciation to the South African National Prosecuting Authority, in particular the Asset Forfeiture Unit, for the professional and principled handling handling of this matter. The decisive action by the Gauteng High Court sends a clear message that crime, particularly of transnational nature, will not be tolerated, and that illicit assets have no sanctuary within the region. We remain committed to supporting such enforcement actions and enhancing our collaboration to uphold justice and accountability across borders. The NPAZ reiterates its commitment to the rule of law, justice delivery, and regional solidarity in fight against corruption and organized crime. We continue to work closely with our domestic and international partners to ensure that no one is above the law and that criminal gains are pursued whenever they may be hidden. So that's the statement that was issued by the National Prosecuting Authority of Zimbabwe. So what does this mean, particularly on Marry Mubaiwa? It means she has lost. Where did she get all this money? There is a lot of story within Marry Mubaiwa that we are not being told. Where did she get that money? I mean, who here to get rid of retired General Chiwenga? All these answers, I think they have to be answered, and it's quite clear who wanted him to do that. And also, it's concerning that you see these cases which are political in nature and which would have translated to the other politicians calling the other counterpart across the border. They seem to be dealt with fast, but we've got the issue of Wicknell Chivayo, the printing of ballot papers for the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, which was illegally done in South Africa, by the way. In Financial Intelligence Unit of South Africa has actually produced a report attesting to that fact, but nothing tangible is being done on such matters and on these individuals. But for vulnerable individuals like Marry Mubaiwa, it is, I mean, the government acts so quick. You can see that it's a matter of connections, a phone call away, calling for favors to be done and to deal with political enemies of certain individuals across the border. So on Marry Mubaiwa, I think it is a matter of nemesis, though in my view, I think she has been punished enough. I think the men ought to forgive. Also, retired General Chiwenga ought to forgive. There is a lot that he has done. I mean, that woman has been punished. I don't know how long do they want to see her continue being punished. You see, sometimes ZANU-PF people, they are really scary. And you wonder if he also becomes the president, will he exercise this, especially on Zimbabweans? These are the serious questions that we need to be sober about and ask ourselves, honestly, is this the right presidential material? I know a lot of us are excited because we just want to change. We did that when Robert Gabriel Mugabe, we were tired of him. We opted for the most evil man in the world, that is Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. So I'm just putting this across to you that some of the things requires people to be sober and think wisely. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the subscribe plus button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Also take note, we are available on X, formerly Twitter, as Hlonipani Global News. We are also equally available on Facebook as Hlonipani Global News. Let me love and leave you. I think let's catch up with each other in the morning.